What's one word you guys would use to describe White Lotus season 2? Aubrey, I'll start with you.
Volcanic.
What happened last night?
Just been a series of very bad decisions.
Will, what do you hope fans, because obviously this is a different show than the first season, but there is a built-in audience. What do you want them to know about season 2 of White Lotus?
I mean, I guess just to expect a different, you know, it's different, I think, tonally to the first season in some ways. It still has that kind of essential Mike White tone about it. It's still, you know, witty and satirical of like a certain set in society, but it also is affected by the feeling of the location. Its focus is slightly different. It's more about kind of relationships, I think, and sexual politics. So yeah, it's a new adventure.
Flirting is one of the pleasures of life. You're 80 years old, but the women I desire remain young.
Yeah, this season's very sensual, right? There's a lot of passion.
A little sexy.
Italy, baby. It's Italy. We're all obsessed with White Lotus. I'm sure you guys were too. So you get the call that you get to be part of the second season. Aubrey, what was your reaction?
Oh my gosh, it was like Willy Wonka all over again. Yeah, it was like I got the golden ticket.
Right.
You know, that's how it felt. It felt like, you know, so I was so lucky. I felt so lucky. I couldn't believe it. I was psyched.
Will, did you feel like Charlie in the Chocolate Factory when you got the role?
Yeah, I guess I just assumed there'd been some kind of mistake. But yeah, no, I was really surprised and excited for sure.
Well, obviously your characters are on vacation with Megan and Theo.
It's like you sold your company, you got rich, and now he's your best friend.
Are these the kind of people we're gonna be hanging out with now?
Did you vote, babe? Be honest.
I did. Didn't I?
I want to know, what kind of fun did y'all have together shooting in Sicily, Aubrey?
Why? What did they say?
There were some dinners.
Interesting.
There was some wine.
Interesting.
But, you know, Murray said he was having a vacation, and then Sabrina said she was having intimate dinners with Jennifer Coolidge, living her best life. What was the experience like for you guys over there?
I would say that's on par with our experience. I don't want to speak for Will, but yeah, we had many dinners. You know, that's what you do in Italy. You know, you eat, you drink, you mangia. So that's what we did. We would have a lot of group dinners and family style, you know. We lived it up. You have to when you're there. You have to lean into the culture there.
Did you lean into it, Will? I mean, you also got to work with Aubrey and hang out with her. I think that's pretty cool.
Yeah, no, we had a great time, and you know, it being like an ensemble cast, like there was gaps in filming where, you know, we could, you know, take some time. So it was great.
Aubrey, I heard that Mike wrote this part for you. I mean, that's gotta feel flattering, right?
I think he wrote it with me in mind. I will say that.
Yes,
I will say that. Yes. I've been friends with him for a long time. We've wanted to work together for a while. So it felt really, really, really like exciting for me because I was just like, I was waiting for that moment. And it was cool because he knows so much about me, and I think he was excited to use what he knew and then create something.
So then let me ask you this, when you read about this character in the script, what was your reaction? Were you still flattered?
I was horribly offended. No, I loved it. I think Harper, I love Harper. I love that character.
Now that he's loaded, do you think he regrets marrying such a dud?
What is going on with you?
There's a reason they invited us here.
I totally relate to her, you know. She comes on really strong and has this kind of like hard, you know, outer shell, and then she's kind of got a real vulnerable side to her, and I feel that. I
mean, I feel like with the White Lotus, and especially the characters in the White Lotus, there's a lot of layers to peel back, you know? Jennifer Coolidge is back, right, this season. A goddess, right?
Goddess, queen, icon, everything.
Whenever I stay at a White Lotus, I always have a memorable time. Always.
What was it like to have that energy on that set?
Yeah, it was like being in the presence of the queen. She is larger than life. She's the best. She's hilarious, and more than that, she's kind. She's a generous soul, and she really like delivers on, you know, what you want her to be. She exceeds expectations.
She's so unlike that character though. It's like, you know what I mean? Like she's really turning it around, and then I hear like from Sabrina that she's throwing her a wrap party on her last day on set.
We went to go shopping together. We had romantic dinners, me and her. But like she organized a party for me on my wrapping day.
Oh yeah, I mean, she's the sweetest soul.
Well, did you get to interact or meet Jennifer on set at all?
Yeah, she was around, and like as Aubrey said, she really sort of over delivers on your expectations. But I also found her to be sort of yeah, very interested in people and kind of genuinely wanting to know about the people around her, which I think is always a great quality in a person.
Now, in your own lives, are you guys going on vacations with other couples or friends, or do you do it with a partner or solo? Like, what do you prefer?
You know what? I can't honestly think of any vacation that I've ever done a couples vacation. I don't think I've ever done a couples vacation before.
There's a lot of pressure on that.
I've done like group girls trips.
Sure.
I've done solo trips, and then of course family trips, and then couples trips. You know, but
Which do you prefer?
it's been a while. It depends on where I'm at.
Okay.
Sometimes I feel like I really need that like girl
Energy.
vacation, girl
Yeah.
time with my girlfriends. And I love that. And then sometimes I love going by myself. It's fun to, just get out there.
I honestly thought that watching your guys' characters. I don't know if I could go on vacation with a couple like Theo and
Right?
Megan, honestly. For real. Will, how about you? Did the show kind of, I don't know, change the way you look at going on vacation?
Yeah, I think it hits upon like a really sort of something that's very true about vacation, which that people think of it as like a kind of escape that they want it to fix everything about their life. They want to get away from all of their problems, but the problems kind of follow you to where you are. You're still the people that you are when you get there. Like in the case of this season, it's almost like the vacation becomes a sort of boiling pot in which all of everyone's issues have to be confronted, because of being thrown into such a difficult place. Rather than escaping from it, it's like, well, you have to dive headfirst towards those problems. Yeah.
But it's always worth it for the pasta and wine, right?
Yeah.
Italy's just so romantic. You're gonna die. They're gonna have to drag you out of here.
What's one word you guys would use to describe White Lotus?
Volcanic.
Okay.
Really?
Look at y'all in sync now after working together.
Next time we'll go 1, 2,
Two,
3.
three.
Volcanic.
I'll take it.
We nailed it.